Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 2019. I wanted to say a quick shout out and a huge thank you to Theresa. Thank you so much. Theresa was going through some old videos and she had called my attention to a video that I had done July 31st, I believe it was. And what caught her attention was that the passing of the man that was involved with all that stuff that mysteriously died in prison and nobody knows what happened. That showed up July 31st. That person passed August 10th. I don't want to say the name. I think we can all deduce who it was. So I thanked her for that. And I found it quite odd that when I went back and reviewed the video, that reading was supposed to be for the Federal Reserve, the economy, why he was bringing down the taxes, but or forcing the Federal Reserve to reduce the interest rates. And that person showed up on a double line of 7, I think it was. So going back and looking at that video, I was like, what in the world? You know, so she brought that to my attention. Thank you so much, Theresa. I can't thank you enough. It's quite interesting to see, and especially when everything is happening so quickly and there's so much junk going on and we're constantly bombarding. You know, when I had done that reading, I had totally forgot that I had done it. So when we got the news on August 10th, I had forgotten that I had done that video already and it was there. So I'm going to link that video down below for you guys. But please keep in mind, I was rewatching that video. And even though I was trying to read on the Fed and all that stuff, a bunch of weird stuff was showing up that we're just now finding out about. One in particular was this. I recreated it here. I believe in that video I had said that he was having some sort of secret conversation or secret phone call that he was guilty of. Phone call and secrets that had to do with the election. Yeah, that's what we're finding out about now. This reading was July 31st, and let me hold on. I'm pulling it up on my laptop. I'm looking at the timeline here. Oh no. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to pause this video. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So I'm looking at the timeline that's posted on CNN, and it looks like he took the phone call with the Ukrainian president July 25th. And it got reported September, but there's no date as when exactly in September the news broke. Hold on, Intel GI. And then September 10th, Adam Schiff demanded the acting DNI turn over the complaints. September 12th, the administration hold on the Ukraine is lifted. The acting DNI refuses to testify. September 17th. September 13th, Adam Schiff issued a subpoena to the acting DNI. September 18th, we found out that there was a promise that had been made, some sort of communication. September 18th, Pence went to talk to the Ukrainian president. September 19th, the Intelligence Inspector General gives a classified briefing to the House Intel Committee. And then September 22nd, Pelosi writes a letter to the acting DNI stating that if the administration refusals continue, it would constitute a serious possible breach of constitutional duties by Trump and would take Congress into a whole new stage of investigations. Well, there you go, another investigation. Yay. And then September 25th, he's supposed to be meeting with the Ukrainian president. And then on the 26th, the acting DNI is supposed to brief the House Intel Committee. So it looks like he took the phone call on July 25th. This reading was July 31st. It picked it up. And I had said that he was having some sort of private phone call or private meeting or something for something that's guilty that he's doing in secret with the Crossroads. What's interesting is here we have the book. The book is followed by the Crossroads. This is showing that the secrets are coming out. The secrets came out. For timing, and I didn't see this when I was reading, this is the number 2 with the Crossroads is very significant. It can be 22 days, 22 weeks, but the number 22 is very, very, very significant. Well, from when he took the phone call to now was 2.2 months or something like that. So it's still coming up to 22. So the secrets were revealed 2.2 later. I found that really, really odd. So I'm reviewing this again today. There's the phone call that he had. There's the whistleblower. The phone call that he's guilty of that was done in secret was in reference to the election and securing it here and here. The birds is phone calls, negotiations, conversations, small meetings. It's a small group of people, whereas the garden is like a very, very, very large group of people, like a big, huge party. This is a smaller meeting, like hearings and stuff. This is also a card of pairs. So there's multiple men involved here. This person, like it could be 3 to 4 people here, perhaps, because this is pairs and this is pairs. So there's 2 men here, there's 2 men here. If we look at the Crossroads as a thing, not only is it a voting booth, but think about when you're driving on the road and you come to a stop sign, a 4-way stop sign. That's a crossroad. It's an intermediary where you go to make a choice. Do you make a left? Do you go straight? Do you make a right? It's that sort of intermediary. So there appears to have been a man that was working on his behalf that was flying, leaving and returning in secret to take these meetings to be the intermediary to secure the election. Well, now we're finding out that that was Rudy Giuliani, that slimy little weasel. So I just wanted to post that here. I'm going to link that video down for you guys below. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is because, like I said, you know, there's just so much junk happening that I kind of, you know, get sidetracked. Like I said, that reading that Theresa brought to my attention, it showed the passing of that person. So from that reading was July 31st. He was gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He was gone exactly 10 days later from the date that I posted that video. So, and then by the time we got the news, I had forgotten that I had done the reading 10 days earlier. So, and then because this happened a little over 2 months ago, I had totally forgotten. So thank you, Theresa. So it looks like it picked up on the phone call that had just happened, of what he was doing, what him and there's 2 men here involved in these negotiations. Well, actually more than 2, but there's 2 that were conspiring here. There's a pair. This could be read as a pair, remember, a pair of whistleblowers here. In the reading, I have said that he doesn't find success. Well, now that Theresa brought me back to this reading, I'm wondering if this is really seriously talking about someone bringing in their mobile devices here into a SCIF, a sensitive compartmentalized information facility that is hugely confidential, extremely freaking classified. The coffin knights over to the book knights over to the coffin. This could be a literal safe, a literal black box with highly sensitive, classified information. And I believe that I had mentioned that a couple of videos ago too, where I was like, there's something going on with rockets and missiles, perhaps satellite images, because the ship and the stars had showed up in that reading. So that could be satellite images. That could be the actual locations, if we're going to read the ship as something literal, like the actual location of where ships are at, or vehicles, like vehicles that you drive. And I started reviewing the grand tableau as well that we had done for Donald Trump. And the kid's getting investigated. Now that we're learning that he's trying to have somebody else's child investigated. This conversation that took place back in July that showed up here, that's just now coming out to light. This whole thing right here, the whistleblower and this skiff thing, this super secret box that nobody's supposed to be bringing in technology to communicate on. This would be like a smartphone. Okay. I had mentioned, I believe a couple of videos ago, that I had wondered if somebody was bringing in information into a skiff or cell phones into a skiff. And I was looking back on the grand tableau. I do not know where Kushner would be in that grand tableau. I have to dig him out of there one way or the other, because I had designated Junior to be the dog. It turned out to be Epstein, unless they're both running the same line, and we haven't seen Junior's story develop yet. Or it has been, and we're just waiting, because they already, every reading I've done has said that that kid's goose is cooked. He's done. Every reading that I've done on him. So, what I'm trying to say is I am wondering if Kushner is mentioned somewhere in this whistleblower report, because you know damn well homeboy right here is not stepping foot into a skiff. If he's not out golfing, he's out at McDonald's. He's not in a skiff. He is not in a skiff. I can guarantee you it's the other person that's been using his cell phone here and here, his cell phone, and using technology on his phone to use all these apps that you're not supposed to be using, and he may be the one that is releasing classified information. So I want to read on that guy and see if he is mentioned in the report anywhere, or if they're blowing the whistle on him as well, because of this box right here, the coffin knighting over to the book. Like I said, that's the possibility of a skiff. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out. No, not one piece, not a cell phone, not a thumb drive, nothing. You leave everything outside in a locker. And I'm wondering if somebody has been like, yeah, you know what, go screw yourselves, I'll do what I want, or sneaking it in, and they got reported. You know what I mean? So, or that person's been giving out information one way or the other. So I'm going to read on him, but I wanted to put this up again because it just kind of just blows my mind that it picked it up back then. It picked up Epstein before Epstein happened. And like I said, thank you so very much, Theresa, for bringing that to my attention, because I had forgotten. I had totally forgotten. So, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'll just get it out of the way here. Let's ask if Kushner's mentioned in the whistleblower report. 1 minute, please. Welcome back. So I just asked, is Jared Kushner involved? Is Jared Kushner mentioned in the whistleblower report? We have the letter, which is quite literally the report. It's a neutral card, but this is, we asked about, is he mentioned in the report? We got the letter. That's confirmation he's on the report. We have the ring, which is a positive card. We have the stars, that's a positive card. This is saying yes. There's some sort of a contract here with technology, or some sort of an agreement with technology. He may be bringing his cell phone in there when he's not supposed to be. If it's in reference to the skiff, I kept telling you guys a skiff, a skiff, a skiff. I'm going to ask if he's bringing his cell phone into a skiff or he's bringing technology into the skiff. One second, please. Ask if he's bringing stuff into a skiff. We have the tower, which is neutral. The scythe, which is negative, unless it's referring to a swift decision. Which would then make it neutral, but not so in this case. And then we have the garden, which is a positive card. It's looking like it. It's looking like it. It's a danger this is an institution. This is the public. It's causing the violation that's being committed here is causing a danger to the public. I don't know how long this video is already, because I'm kind of piecing it together. I'm pausing and putting it back together. I'm going to read on him separately. Him and Ivanka, because those two I couldn't trust as far as I can throw them. More specifically, him than her. Because that little dirty little schmuck is out probably doing all kinds of nefarious stuff just to make a buck or two, you know? I'm going to wrap that up here. Theresa, thank you so very, 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 very much for bringing my attention back to that video. You absolutely rock. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to wrap it up here, you guys. Please feel free to leave me any questions, comments, anything down below. I think I'm going to follow the lead with everything that I was able to piece together today. Leave me any questions that you have in regards to this whole situation. And again, I'm sorry I don't catch everything. It's kind of hard when you're just looking at the data that you have in the moment and then you don't see anything develop, but there's so much other crap that's happening in between that you just forget. You forget. So I'm going to follow up on this one, okay? Thank you so much, you guys, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.